Norman Woodstock's Floating Bare Bones Broadcasting Radio. I've thought a little bit about Jesus, not as much as I'd like to say I wish I would have. Pondering this man, though, I'll tell you what he was able to do. Something that was impossible to get these stiff-necked people working collectively. No one has ever been able to do it. Joseph had to go to Egypt. Joseph never got him to do it. Did anyone ever get the Jews to work collectively? They don't. On this planet, did they work collectively? Promised land and Bamripa. How could it get more promised than they got it? Than I have it. I find this promise priceless and I treasure it because I get it. I'm spoiled rotten. Promise? How could it get better? How could I ask for more? It doesn't get better than this. Ever. I have to learn, I appreciate, I have to learn to experience what I appreciate and what I'm given here. United States. It can't get better. No matter how bad it is, you're not going to get it better. And it gets a lot better when you look at it that way. I'll remind you of that. And luck tries to strike those words from me with all its might. Know it! Luck hates me saying that. And within 10 seconds after, the roof will fall on me. It sure will. My daughter will be in agony and I'll be in grief. You know what Luck's doing now is torment my children. If Christ had kids, Luck would have torn his kids to shreds, and so would everybody else, except Rome. That might have made Rome take up for him a little more than they did. However they did. They took up for him, you better know it. And Rome wasn't the only one. There's, you know, in all that pile of hypocrisy in Jerusalem and Judea, let me tell you, there was some, as always, every pile of hypocrisy, they're human! And you're going to find the impossible living there, too. You're going to find integrity living in a pile of slime. And I bet they're human. Because humans have this much class in their ancestry. And there is a level will rise. Yes, it will. Along with the junk. And it lays on the bottom when it rises. In fact, it runs all the gauntlet of it. Decency of humanity does. And I like to get that moving. It's tired and dumb to keep hassling the stupid, angry idiot. And say, baloney. The decent have other chores to do than chase all these horrible people. You can chase them forever. That is idiotic. I didn't say let it go. I didn't say anarchy. No, I didn't. I didn't say, well, I'll tell you this much. I said, no matter how bad or good they are, punishment is moving on. That is fanning the fire no matter what it is. It is not working as a deterrent. It is fanning fire. And especially because you know what you do now? You have things insured that these punishers, you teach them to punish. Actually, they're not punishing. When a police officer, for example, shoots somebody, they're not doing it to punish them at all. And they're accused, you personally punished somebody. No, they didn't. And you'll never get that, even though, as far as I'm concerned, they showed no, in some cases, not in all, certainly not, I'm not judging all of this. This is not an all remark, and I never make all remarks, and keep that well clear. Some of the cases show a failure to use a wit, which they're in some ways not responsible to show. In too many cases, the failure and so on, like for example, that guy in Florida. You're honest about that. I don't care what of these circumstances you have. None of them indict that man, let alone when he's a police officer, they don't. And to me, if you license him to carry that weapon, and he carried that weapon legally, you already licensed him to do exactly what a police officer. It's the same. Especially if he trains anything similar, he's going to kill that kid. He is. I don't know if he stalked him to kill him. I doubt it. You blame cops for doing the same thing, of stalking to kill, and I doubt if they do that. I don't think a police officer, in 99, you couldn't, in some cases you couldn't pay them. You'd say to a police officer, I want you to stalk and kill this guy behind the scenes. Some of them maybe, I'll tell you, I wouldn't do it. And he might not even turn you in. He might just say, well, you know, and take you someplace for some reason and shoot you and bury you. The United States police officers have an integrity that most people know nothing about, except the police officer. What about? Their trainer doesn't even understand it. I don't think. No, because they're human. That's why. And I've counted on that with police officers too many times and found that to be the shining example of not only the uniform, the badge they wear. And these humans lived up to it. Very much did they. Too many times. And made me understand that because I'm human is why this is going on. Thank you very much. And in a lot of cases it was ma'am. Yes, it was. Well, male's the same. And they're human. Called to shoot me in my apartment. He told me going back inside. A wonderful man. And told me finally, we don't find any problem with you. The neighbors sure do, and we advise you to move. And they'll keep calling us. They want us to hurt you. You should move. That's what they told me. We don't find any problem with you. You should move. You ever a police officer tell you that? Even if you're parked somewhere or whatever, you should move on. What is he saying that? Because he's trying to protect you, idiot. Because tattletales try to make it bad for you. And they're just jealous, and they'll use the police to hurt you because they're jealous of you. Well, baloney, move! Big deal. For the good of the union, move! Don't mock the, can you, anytime in humanity, you know, the thing malfunction again. Can you stop jealousy? Is there a way of breeding it out genetically? Is there? No other creature's been able to do it among their ranks. I don't know why in God's name you think you're going to. I think there's a way to squelch it and a way to live with a system that doesn't let jealousy get to the degree it is right now. Fanning and everything and meaning. You don't have a meaning accurate on anything anymore. Because of jealousy. Tattling. Secretly. Only. You're not going to get rid of it. Jealousy. You can get rid of the secret tattling and the exaggerating, yes you can. Well, you're not going to get rid of the jealousy. And you have to have a system to stay honest and above board with everything. You want this out. Do not edit jealousy out. Do not edit anything out. Do not edit anything out. Let it breathe. Your logic kills the reason you use for editing. You don't have a reason. Shinbone Star, you're wrong. The Shinbone Star is wrong. Shinbone Star is wrong. Shinbone Star is wrong. You don't preach the gossip and rumor and, I can't remember how he phrases it. I'm sorry. Get the movie and see how he phrases it at the end of the movie. He's full of poop. I'm telling you, I have the same problem when I have that. Constipation. Scrooge had that. That's what he said. He's ever 78. He means you need to go to the toilet. And you'll have dreams until you do. Sorry, I hate the anatomy. I think it's a worthless thing.